Your hostess, Miss Ann Bunicor, here at the 5th Annual Industry Film Mixer. I am with Lenny Manzo. He is a producer, director, and now he is also a writer. We're going to start at 2010 because he's done many things, but right now his current passion is writing. So hi there, Lenny.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks for joining us
Oh,
here.
pleasure to be here.
So you are a writer now.
Yes.
What are you writing?
Well, I write a lot of articles on my website, lennymanzo.com, about movies, and I review movies there and talk about the industry. But I'm currently writing a book called Above the Line. It's about my last 20 years in the industry. There's a lot of information in there, but it's also a very entertaining read. I think people are going to enjoy it. It's a lot of jokes, a lot of crazy stories. I've seen a lot of things. I've worked with a lot of actors, and people like the backstories, the inside stories. So I think they're going to get a real kick out of this book. Should be out in October or November.
Now, Lenny, Above the Line, where did that title come from?
Well, above the line, that's a term we use in the film industry for actors, directors, producers, and then everything else that on the budget is, well, that's the above the line portion, and then everything else like the sets, the labor, the locations, that's all below the line. So,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, and everybody in the industry, everybody wants to be above the line. Yes.
Well, how come? It's more creative, you get paid more?
Well, you know, but that's the actors, the directors, and the producers. Though there are quite a few people just happy to be working on the film set as the crew people, and that's all below the line.
Now, you told me you worked in the industry for 20 years.
Yes.
Did you work above the line or below the line?
Yes.
What?
Yes, I did both. I started off as a sound mixer. Just a friend of mine got me in the business. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today. And I worked my way up. I was a sound mixer for like 9 years. Then I got into producing, and then things kind of went awry, let's say, and I found myself working on big movies back in the sound department.
They went awry, and you were working on big movies.
Well, I was producing, and
we
then
should be so lucky.
Yes, I guess so. Well, I kind of got into the movie business. Everything was heating up here with the tax incentives in 2005 and 6.
Right.
And so I needed the work, so I got back into audio. I didn't become a sound mixer again because that's not really where I wanted to go. So I just kind of worked from job to job, and then I wound up working on like the game plan. I built sets there, and then I did set dressing on Underdog and lighting on Pink Panther. And
so those are really big movies.
Yeah.
Now, you said you did 27 dresses?
Yes, I did.
Did you meet that girl?
Catherine Hagel?
Yeah, did you meet her?
Yes, very nice woman. Curses like a sailor, but
Does
yes.
she?
Maybe I shouldn't say that.
You've also worked with, you said recently,
Ben Affleck on The Town, that's coming out.
So that's really recently.
Yeah, and actually I really like working with Ben because he really likes coming back here. This is his second movie that he's directed, and he's come back here to direct it again. And he was.
Was that done in Connecticut?
No, it was done in Massachusetts.
Oh, so when you say come back here, you say
I think
New
of
England.
here. I think of New England as all in one pot. Really, I feel like.
Is that the one something about a boat? I kept seeing the attractions.
No, it's about bank robbers and a love story.
Okay.
We'll see how it plays out.
Now you've worked with Bruce Willis.
Yes, Bruce Willis. He was
he like?
fine. He comes to the set, watches a lot of TV at night. He seems that's what he talks about all day. So it's.
Now, were you formally trained in sound, or how do you get a break in that?
No, well, I was formally trained on the job. My friend was a sound mixer, and he started off on independent movies. Wanted to know if I would want to work with him. We bought a bunch of sound equipment together. I boomed for him for a while, and I became a sound mixer by default. There was no work up here as a boom operator at the time, so I became a mixer, and I did that for 8 or 9 years, and then I got into producing after that.
So how do you make your living now? Do you still do the big movies, or are you doing it writing, or?
Well, I'm taking a break from working. I had a little saved, and so my wife works, so the book's going to come out, and then I'm going to get out and pushing that. I have quite a few sold already, so I'm pretty confident about that.
How many pages will the book be?
About 150.
Wow. The reason I asked you about your past career before the book is because, you know, everyone goes, well, what are you going to tell us about 20 years in the business? How are you going to tell us anything? And people are always interested in the story behind the story. If you could give us just a little insight, you don't have to give it away, but give us an idea of what one of the inside stories might entail.
Well, I almost hit Katherine Hagel in the head with my boom one day. That was quite funny.
Oh, yeah.
She found it very humorous. I was adjusting something that just slipped out of my hand. I just grazed her head. She probably doesn't even remember, but actually somebody else could have gotten me fired over
Right,
that.
that's what I was going to say. It
Yeah.
was funny because she didn't get hit.
That was the good part. I apologize, of course, if I'd hit anybody, especially her, and especially someone who could take my job. But
You said your job's already filled, though. I said, why would somebody who happenstancely, or what was the word you used?
that's a good one.
Happenstancely got into the business and you got to it in a big time. Why would you want to give that up?
Well, because, you know, that's a technical field, sound, and though I know how to do it, I feel I resonate with the artistic portion. I like the writing. I have a script I'm working on for the following year, and I've directed a short film this year that came out very well, and that was the first narrative I've done. I directed documentaries, but I felt it was necessary to step into the narrative portion. That went really well, and I really like that better. So I'm trying to push towards what I really want to do, and yeah, I'm doing somebody a favor by leaving the business, I guess.
Yeah. Lenny, what was the name of the short film you did?
It's called My People's People.
My People's People. But your new book that will be out in the fall, it's called
Above the Line.
Above the Line. And where will people like me and everyone else be able to get this book?
Well, the easiest place is at my website, lennymanzo.com, but I'll probably put it up on Amazon and other places such as that.
Now, outside, before we got the lights and camera in our face, when I talked about your website, what did you say about it?
Well, I'm doing articles there on the business, and I'm doing...
No, you said
what?
Go to it. What did you say?
Oh, go to the website. Yes, everybody, please go to the website, lennymanzo.com.
lennymanzo.com.
How many times should I say it?
You said you're supposed to say it about 7, and if you were here for one of the classes with one of the actor instructors, you would say it at least 7 very
Okay,
quickly.
I think I said it 4 or 5 times already.
Lenny-
So
Lenny-
I get lennymanzo.com.
Beautiful. Well, I wish you much continued success in your new old ventures and in your new venture. Thanks for joining us here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
lennymanzo.com. You heard it from him right here. This is Ann Bunicor at the 5th Annual Industry Film Mixer. Thanks for joining us.